Hey, it's Heidi from A Lively Hope. Today I have an unusual amount of work time. I'm a homeschooling mom, and my kids go to 1 day a week of an enrichment program where they do just different classes with other homeschool kids. And I drop them off there and have about 4.5 hours to get some work done and just kind of take care of the house and other things that need to happen. So, because time like this is so rare for me, I often feel overwhelmed and don't really know where to start. So, I worry that I'm not doing the best thing with the time that I have. So, I've invented a little bit of a game that I do based on some productivity techniques that I've learned over the years. I'll tell you all about it. Right now, my goal is I really want to finish this English paper piecing project because I have ideas for other projects. And another little game I like to play with my brain is you can't start a new project until you've finished an old one. So this one has been lingering for a while because I've had to do other things for art shows. And so I'm going to focus on finishing this one now that I have a little bit of time in between shows. My technique that I use is loosely based on the Pomodoro technique. You have probably heard of that, where you set a timer and do your deep work for 25 minutes and then have a 5-minute break. I use that a lot for computer work, for like pattern design or newsletter writing, and even in my personal life, like computer tasks that need to be done. I do the Pomodoro technique really frequently. I have found in my creative work that 25 minutes is not long enough. So I tend to do 50 minutes of creative work, and then I get up for the last 10 minutes of the hour and accomplish whatever home or admin tasks I can fit in during that time. Sometimes I will have a list of short tasks that need to be done, things that take 2 or 3 minutes, and I can get several of those done during that 10-minute brain break. But today, because I just finished last weekend, today is Tuesday, over the last week, I have had 3 art shows going simultaneously. That's the most I've ever done. It was a lot. I don't think I'll do it again. I think 2 is my max. But I need to kind of reset my office space and make sure that all of the supplies and display items and all of those things that come with me to shows are put away. My work cart, where I keep the art projects I'm working on for upcoming shows, is in quite a state. And so that needs to be reset. So my plan for today, where I have a few hours, I think it ends up being about 4 hours, taking out driving to and from kid drop off. I am planning to just use 50 minutes each hour to work on this English paper piecing project, and then 10 minutes each hour on organizing and resetting my workspaces. So that's my big tip. It's nothing revolutionary, but it really works for me. And I'm going to take you along today. So I don't have any idea. This is my first English paper piecing project. I don't know how long it's going to take me. But so far, I've got 2 rows of the flowers. I have 1 more row of flowers to go, plus the blue that goes around each of them. So that's where I am. That's where I am right now. Let's work on this for a bit, and then it'll be cleanup time in my office. Here is the state of my little work area. It's in really bad shape because I have been focusing on finishing as many pieces as I could for upcoming shows, and now it's time for a reset. It does not normally look like this, but every once in a while it gets really bad. So let's get to work. Okay, here we are after the first 10-minute organizing blitz. It's already quite a lot better. I have this little collection of things that all have homes in another area, so I'll be putting those away before I get back to work on the cushion cover. And then in 50 minutes, I'll come back up and finish this stuff and start working on getting this cart in order. This cart I use to contain projects that I need for upcoming art shows. So it's a disaster right now because I've finished what I could for the last shows. But I'll have maybe a piece that's in the works in each of these little bins like this, and I can pull it out and have kind of a visual representation of where I am in my art show prep, because I can see as I finish a project, it comes off of this cart and goes into another bin ready to be framed. But this is the state that this cart is in right now because I haven't reorganized it after the shows last week. So that's where we are right now. Did you come to interrupt my work, kitty kitty? Here it is after the second 10 minutes. This is usable now. The cart I will need to reorganize and add new projects to prep for upcoming shows. But I feel like I can take a deep breath and use this space again. So I'm happy with that. I need to pick up my kids I need to leave in about 20 minutes. So I'm going to go see how much more of that English paper piecing I can get done. And then I will go get them. Feeling very happy with this space now. It is crowded. It's a very small space, just in the corner of our room. My bedroom is behind me. We make the best of what we have. I don't know where that missing drawer is. I need to find that. My cat thinks this is the perfect arrangement. Whenever I get this out to work on, he wants to come sit on it on my lap. Sir. Sir Smudgerton. Hey. Go to your pillow. There. How's that? I have added most of the blue surrounding these on the bottom today. And I have, I guess that's maybe 3 more on this edge that I'm hoping I can finish before it's time to go get my kids. Let's see what I can get done. I got 2 of them done, but not the third. That's okay. I need to go pick up my kiddo and go to the library. And then I might be able to get some more work done on this afternoon. Okay, it is several days later now. This ended up taking way longer than I anticipated, which is just the story of my life, I guess. But I have finally got the English paper piecing part done. So this is a very large cushion cover. I don't know if you can even see it. You'll notice, I'm sure, straight off, that I have two different colored pieces of the background, and that is because I was using scrap fabric from other projects, and I did not have quite enough for the background to all be this navy linen. And you'll even maybe notice that I have a couple of different colors of navy linen, but I do not care. I actually really like these 2 kind of surprise colors in there. I think that's really fun and just an interesting effect. We're gonna just call it a happy accident, a la Bob Ross. So my next step that I'm going to work on, I have a video to edit, and so while I do that, I'm going to work on taking the papers out. So all of this white will come out. Some of them are already starting to. And so taking out the backing papers and the basting stitches. So that is my next step. My next step in this project. I will probably be finding ends of thread in this for a while, I'm guessing. Okay, here is the top of the cushion all finished. I'm still loving these two unexpected colors. Pardon the light. Lighting's not great right now. So my next step is I have to do the back, and I'm doing an envelope back. This is improv pieced together from more of these same scraps. I need to make this just a little bit bigger. Let's see. So it doesn't quite match up. We want this to come like 2/3 of the way, and then the other side it will go 2/3 of the way, and they'll overlap. And I need to make it just a bit taller along this edge. So I'm going to pull out the scrap bin and go through and find more of these same scraps and just make it so it's the right size. And then this doesn't really match, but I have this bias tape that I'm going to use to finish the edge. And I think I won't really care that it doesn't have green anywhere else. This will be on the back. So next up is making this a little bigger, ironing everything, and then sewing it all together. Okay, change of plans. Once I laid out the orange on this side, I realized it was much too small. And so I found that I have this green linen, and it matches the bias tape that I am planning to use. So I decided to use that for the other panel. I also added some on this edge just to kind of tie it together. And then I'll add the bias tape. And then I need to iron the edges of the original, like the front. And then I can sew everything together, and I think it'll be done. Hey, Mom.